E3 is less than a month away, which means it's time to speculate on what all of the publishers will reveal at this year's show. Hey guys, JV here, and today I'm sharing my predictions for major reveals at E3. Before we get into that, just a heads up, you can find daily streams of the newest games, as well as commentaries just like this on my Facebook page, so check the link in the description below and stay tuned for tons of awesome content. Last time we covered the 7 major conference publishers: EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Square Enix, Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. But today we're going to round out the rest of the big publishers that don't have conferences, but will absolutely have a presence at the show. These include Activision, Bandai Namco, Warner Brothers, Capcom, CD Projekt Red, Take-Two, and Deep Silver. Starting with Activision, obviously their stuff will be shown off at the Sony press conference because of their exclusivity deal. The Black Ops 4 reveal actually happened yesterday as I'm recording this video, or as you're watching it, but I'm recording this beforehand, so I don't actually know anything about it. The rumor is that they've axed single player because the average Black Ops 3 player only completed 4% of the single player campaign. That's ridiculous to think about, so it sounds very likely that we'll have traditional multiplayer, zombies, and a battle royale mode instead. Destiny 2 will also be a centerpiece, likely with them showing off Warmind since it just came out, but I'm hoping they'll have a sneak peek of what's to come later this year. Finally, the Spyro Trilogy remaster will get some airtime too. Next is Bandai Namco, which released Dragon Ball FighterZ last year and found great success. Soul Calibur 6 is on the horizon, so that should be a main focus too. They announced Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series would be on their roster recently, so expect more gameplay of that. They revealed a new IP called Code Vein last year, which looks really similar to Dark Souls in gameplay, so we'll see some of that. And then finally, we have Dark Souls. There's a remote chance that we'll see something new for that since the remaster is about to come out. Perhaps more remasters. They've said that Dark Souls is done, but I don't know, people would pay good money for more of that franchise. On to Capcom, which released Monster Hunter World earlier this year and Resident Evil 7 last year. Monster Hunter World is the publisher's highest selling game of all time, which is kind of nuts considering their pedigree, so I'm sure we'll see more live service updates for that. Capcom games that are due for news are Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, and Mega Man. We could see any combo of those, but I'm personally looking forward to a sequel to Ninja Theory's 2013 DMC remake. I loved that game and would love to play another one in that style of reboot. Now we have Warner Bros. Last year was big for their Lego franchise with licensed products, including the Ninjago movie game and Marvel Super Heroes 2. Of course, Infinity Wars definitely, gives them a chance to expand that. Lego The Incredibles is next, so I'm sure they'll roll that out too. Middle-earth Shadow of War was a big release for them last year, so I doubt we'll see any more of that franchise soon. The big elephant in the room is Rocksteady, the developer of the Batman Arkham franchise. It's been 5 years since Arkham Knight, so we're definitely due for their next game. I really hope we see it. Also, NetherRealm Studios should have something for Injustice or Mortal Kombat. I'm really crossing my fingers for Mortal Kombat 11. Obviously, people are super hyped for what CD Projekt Red might bring to E3. They've confirmed that The Witcher is on the back burner for now, but they'll certainly show off more of Gwent, which is their trading card game, their fully fleshed out one that they released in, I believe, the last few years, so they'll have more content on that. But the rumor mill is flying off the handle that they'll finally show more of Cyberpunk 2077, and if so, that could steal the entire show. Crossing my fingers and my toes for that. Take-Two, the 10-ton monster publisher, should also have some games at E3 this year. Unfortunately, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford has confirmed that Borderlands 3 will not be there, but there's a ton more that could. Rockstar could very well show up and show off more of Red Dead Redemption 2, but they tend to avoid E3, so maybe not. NBA 2K19 will definitely be there. Perhaps the Civilization and XCOM franchises will have something new to show off. There have been rumors flying that Hangar 13, the 2K game studio, is working on the next BioShock game, but we're in the very early stages of that, so we are years away from seeing anything about that game. Last but not least is Deep Silver. Shenmue 3 was announced last year, but we just learned that the game was pushed back to 2019, so I doubt it even appears. Same goes for Metro Exodus, which is a little disappointing. That was supposed to, come out this year. It's been delayed to next year as well. We may actually see something for that since it's, closer and we've already seen some info on the game. And there's always Dead Island 2, which was revealed several years ago, but then completely ignored since. Perhaps they'll bring it back, we're not sure. Overall, there's a lot of exciting things happening outside of the major publishers. Highlights for me are the potential of more Dark Souls, Rocksteady's next game, which could be Superman or Batman, the next Mortal Kombat, Cyberpunk 2077, and of course, Red Dead Redemption 2. And we haven't even talked about surprises, games that we don't even know anything about. I'm sure there will be plenty of that across all of these great publishers. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. In the comment section below, tell me which games you are most excited for at this year's E3. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more commentaries just like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.